Hello students, myself Riddhi Joshi, Assistant Professor in Sri S.V. Patel College of Computer Science and Business Management. Today I will teach you some concepts of object-oriented programming. In last session, we learned many concepts like object, class, data abstraction, data encapsulation. Now we learn some other concepts. There are 7 concepts of object-oriented programming: object, class, data abstraction and encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, data binding, and message passing. Object we learned in last session, it is a runtime entity. Class is a structure that we can store data and function in class, and object is the variable of class. Encapsulation is a wrapping up of data and function into a single unit, that is called class, is known as data encapsulation. And abstractions show only essential features and not including the background details, means only important attributes are included. The fourth one is inheritance, polymorphism, data binding, and message passing that we show in this session. Inheritance. Inheritance is a process by which object of one class can acquire the properties of object of another class. What is the inheritance? The basic inheritance word is come from inherit. Inherit means create one from another. Here we create one class. From that one class we create another class. Right? We derive one new class from the old class is basically known as the inheritance. It shows the classes in hierarchical form. Hierarchical form means 1 may say 2, 2 may say 3, 3 may say 4. So we can derive many of one. It provides the reusability for class. We can use the old class with the adding some additional new features. For example, if we are using C, same features of C are derived in language C++. Then C and C++ are the equal language. So what we have to do? We have to add some new feature in the C++. Then that language is useful. So what is the old class? Where some data are there. In new class, we can add all the data of old class, but we have to add some additional new feature in that class. Then that class is known as the derived class. It means we can derive a new class from the old class. Classes are almost same but not exact. Why not exact? Because if they are exact, then there is no use of the derived class. So the old class, all the data of old class are derived in the new class, but the new class is different from the old class with adding some new features. One example is there. Bird is the class, main class it is, okay. After bird, we are deriving two class from the bird class. So bird is the parent class, and then next two classes, that is flying bird and non-flying bird, are the child class. Again from flying bird we are creating new class, robin and swallow, and from non-flying bird we are using penguin and kiwi. So again the flying bird become a parent for robin and swallow, and non-flying bird is parent for penguin and kiwi, and for robin class bird is the grandparent class. So feature of birds are included in the flying bird, and flying bird features are included in the robin. So robin have a feature of class bird and flying bird both, plus some extra attribute of the robin class. So this is the basic structure of inheritance. Now next is a polymorphism. Polymorphism means ability to take more than one form. It is a Greek word. Polymorphism is a Greek word. It means we have ability to take more than one form. I give you one example. Example of girl. Girl have a different form. Number 1, it is girl. Second is a daughter. Third is a wife. And fourth is a mother. When she is a girl, her behavior is changed. When she become a daughter, again she is a girl, but when she become a daughter, the again as per the situation the behavior is changed. When she is become a wife, Then again she is a daughter, she is a girl, and now she become a wife. As per the situation, she is changing her behavior. And the mother, same in all. When the situation is changed, they are changing their behavior. Same, see in the definition. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism means ability to take more than one form. The operation execute different behavior in the different situation. It depends on the type of data. What do you mean by type of data? It means it is an integer, it is a float, it is a character. As per the data type, the operators are changing their behavior. In all the forms, in the example, in all the forms, her behavior is changed as per the situation. When she is mother, her behavior is changed, and if she is wife, then again the behavior is changed. Example. See basic parts of polymorphism. Polymorphism have a two types, static polymorphism and dynamic polymorphism. Static polymorphism is again divided into two, operator overloading and function overloading, and dynamic is divided into virtual function. Now what is static and what is dynamic? Static means compile time, dynamic means run time. Static divided into two, operator overloading and function. Now what do you mean by static? Static means when you are declaring one time, it will not change during the execution time. In dynamic, we can change at the execution time. Operator overloading. The process of making an operator to exhibit different behavior in a different situation is known as operator overloading. For example, integer a, b and c are there. C equal to a plus b. It means all the variables are integer, and then the plus operator is doing addition. Next example, I have taken character variable. If I am doing c equal to a plus b, this is not do addition. It is using for the concatenation. The operator is same, but because of the data type, the behavior is changed. In both the cases, the operator plus change its behavior as per the data type of the variable. Function overloading. The function have the same name with a different argument are known as the function overloading. For example, max is a function name. Again, I am using same function name, but in both the function name, the arguments are different. So arguments are different, then the function name is same. So it is known as the function overloading. Now, what do you mean by virtual function? We see static polymorphism. In dynamic polymorphism, it work at a runtime. So when the function name is same and argument both are same, it is known as the function overriding. And that function overriding problem we can execute through the virtual function. See the example. Shape is a class. Again, shape is divided into three types of object. Shape have a three object. Object circle, object box and object triangle. See, the function is same. Draw in shape, draw have in circle object, draw for box object and draw for triangle object. When the shape class running the object of circle, draw function is drawing circle. When the shape function draw with the box object, then it will draw box. And when the draw function is run with the triangle object, it draw triangle. So this is the basic example of polymorphism. Thank you everyone.